These are the league rules for boom bust startups. These rules are meant to keep this an active league year round and keep it fun. This is a low stakes league. We're trying to have fun year round. We'll cover things like trades, vetoes, certain rule deadlines, like trade deadlines. We'll cover things like payment and when that needs to happen, and any number of other things. This first section is just a vibe check, though. There's no written rules on this section, but we will add them if we need to. And that'll become clear as I talk about it. This is a year-round league. If you are someone who says in January, I'm going to turn off sleeper notifications and I'll come back in April, this isn't the league for you. That's it. That's the one sentence version of that. You do not have to trade, but you need to be available to respond to trades, especially during times when that's an expectation, like a rookie draft. I'm in a league with a guy called Beef, Joe Beef, and I don't mind using his name because he doesn't check anything. He doesn't read any notifications. During the rookie draft, he is the type of person that just checks in when it says it's his turn to draft, makes a pick. If you are in a Dynasty league, you are expected to at least respond within reason to trade requests. If you're getting spammed by someone, that makes sense. You can tell that person, hey, I'm not interested. And then it's an understanding, like you don't have to reply to everything from that dude. That's why there's no hard and fast rule here. If we have problems, we'll find a way to implement a rule though and remove people who aren't playing. Dynasty is meant to be played year round with the option of trading year round. That's what we're doing. You do not have to trade, but you do need to be available. Hopefully that's clear enough in intention. Trades. The deadline will be the playoffs, the fantasy playoffs. And then as soon as the fantasy championship, we will open it back up. And that is when you'll be expected to pay again. We'll have a payment deadline with a reminder. People who do not pay by that time will be removed and we'll find someone else. There will not be refunds. That's it. You should just, you'll know. There will be a 2-week warning and then you got to get paid. It's a cheap league. Vetoes. In my time playing Dynasty, 15 plus years, I've seen one veto that should go through and did go through. The situation of that would, I'll explain the situation because vetoes are going to be at commissioner discretion. Generally with trades, we're all adults. If you want to run your team a certain way, run it that way. If someone thinks you should have gotten more in a trade, they should have offered you more. Or they should have been checking in to see, like, hey, are you looking to move this guy? I'll pay you more. If there is a time to have a veto, it's if I can find clear collusion, obviously. Or here's a situation that happened. One team was tanking. They made a trade. Another guy who was not involved in that trade got very upset and said, I'm going to make dumb trades too, and started rage selling their team in the group chat. Like in that situation, the league went into kind of a lockdown state. That guy got removed. Those trades got reversed. That sort of situation, we're not going to have someone just ruin the league. We'll remove them. With accidents, this is also not a written rule, but will need, if it needs to become one, will be. I play by the oh no, 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 no rule. A trade goes through and someone goes, oh, that didn't have the player I wanted in it, or I misread that. Can we undo it? If it happens immediately, generally, I don't want the league to be decided by a misread or a misclick. That's the general idea of it. This is meant to be fun. Startup draft will be done randomly. We will have 8-hour clock, but generally with that expectation that you're available to reply to trade requests during that time. There's no rule, but be cool. Rookie draft order will be done by reverse of maximum points for. So there is not a reason to throw weekly matchups. If you want to tank, you need to trade those players. You cannot have those players on your team and bench them. So just start them. It's maximum points for that will determine the rookie draft, the reverse. You will have to start a full legal lineup, barring situations where if someone is injured, like you're generally good. These will all be super flex leagues. If you have two quarterbacks, one gets injured and then the non-injured one is on bye, you're fine. That sort of stuff. There's not really a written rule here. If we need to implement one, we will. Those are the only things as of now. If you think of something that should obviously be added, let me know. We're in the startups phase. We can add that in. Cool. Let's have fun.